It's important that you identify an opportunity and that you use it for the good of all. When late President Yar'Adua realized that he had come into office through a fraudulent election and that he was going to govern using a fraudulent constitution, he tried to make it right. And so he set up the Uwais panel. We know how that went, but may his gentle soul rest. There has been this call put out by members of the National Assembly asking for memorandum to enable them review and amend the Constitution. Any review or amendment on the 1999 Constitution will only amount to adding to the fraud. It will amount to you defrauding Nigerians and committing treason against the peoples of Nigeria. And I will explain this clearly. The 1999 Constitution is the reason for the spread of injustice, inequality, zero development, use of impunity, looting recklessly, and irresponsibility that is thrown around the country. It is responsible for the militia gangs everywhere. Why? Because the peoples are agitating for their rights. The Constitution is the reason why Nigeria is today described as a failed state. And let me break this down. Only the owners of a company can write or rewrite the memo and article of their company. In the memo, you see the statement of agreeing to form a company, and in the article, you see how they intend to relate to themselves within that venture. In the same vein, only the peoples of a country can write their constitution based on their agreement. They need to first agree to commit to a union, which Nigerians haven't done, which is why the first line in the preamble that says we the people is considered a forgery. And because we have not agreed on any terms as contained in the schedule, it is considered a fraud. So how do you want to amend a fraud? You can get this right. Like Yar'Adua, attempt, but don't stop at attempt, because none of you will die. Ensure that it happens. Work with the people, okay? And join us in this call for the decommissioning of this fraud called 1999 Constitution. We cannot allow Nigeria become a failed state. So what do? As contained in the UN document of the rights of indigenous persons, you need to get the federating units, the peoples, the Anangs, the Bibios, the Ijaws, the Igbos, the Hausas, the Yorubas, the Nupes, the Igalas. You know the peoples. You can do this along ethnic lines, or you can do them with the states as a federating units. Let everyone come to a referendum, like the South Africans did with their apartheid constitution. Let them come and agree, okay? And based off of their agreement, you can then draw up a constitution. That is the only honest, peaceful, truthful thing to do. Any attempt to review or rewrite or amend, you only add to the fraud. You only commit treason against the peoples, and that is not what you want to do. Do something positive, members of the National Assembly. For once, yes, you came in through a fraudulent election, but you can get this fraud off the way. Stand up for the truth for once. If that is all that you get to do, stand with the peoples and get this right. For once, ask for the decommissioning of this constitution. Let us go to referendum, and based on our terms and conditions, you can draft our constitution. Anything outside of that is adding to the fraud, period.